What's up, everybody? Welcome back as we are ready for a little bit of WOOT action. We are live here at Talladega with the 87's. Right now, it is Rob Haynes on the pole. James Stats now on the pole here tonight. Rob Haynes second. Brian Beach, Adam Tayan, and Roderick Norman, your top five as we get ready for tonight's race. Those guys will be locked into tonight's feature. We'll see where everybody ends up here for qualifying. Who do we got left to qualify? Clint Sheehan is out on the track. Let's go find Landon Moody out on the track in the number 84. Yesterday's winner in the ARCA Clay Clash. Looking to race his way in here on qualifying, not having to go through the heats, the gauntlet, we'll call it, because it is crazy, and the heats and the consies. If you're just joining us for the first time, we will run top five, go in on qualifying. Everybody else into a heat or a consi. Bandit, thank you for the like, by the way. We'll take 8 out of each heat, 5 out of the consi for a total of 26 cars into tonight's feature. Should be a wild one here tonight. Definitely don't want to miss tonight's action. We got quite the crew here tonight. As Moody's going to cross the line here to complete lap number 1. Will he put himself up in the top 5 yet? He's going to be fourth quick, put himself into the top 5. Mark Thrash out there right now. Shane Haas going to go up to 14th. Moody trying to pick up the pace here on, I believe it's, you got no sound. Well, we got no sound. Okay. Let me get that. All right, you should be good now. As a good volume. You should be good now. All right. Sorry about that. I had an issue with the sound yesterday. I had to fix it on a lot of stuff, so trying to get that right. If it's too quiet, too loud, let me know. As Moody sits in that number 4 spot. Let's see if he's able to pick up the pace any here. What's up, Demon? I see you over there on kick. What's up, Harold? As Moody's going to sit in that number 4 spot for now, as we got more cars out there qualifying. How many cars have we had take a lap? 33 cars have taken a lap. Jonathan Bird out there. Asher Hansen. He likes to sneak in here in qualifying and put himself at the top of the chart. We'll see what he's able to do. What's up, John's mom? Booming now, right? Booming. Last night, it was horrible. I was doing a race. Oh, I thought he blinked. I thought he lost his lap. Let's see. Will he have time to do one more lap? Will Asher have time to do one more lap here tonight as he comes across the line? He is 36th quickest. Oh, that is not where he wants to be. Jonathan Burt back there, currently 35th quickest. We'll see if they're able to jump up to the top of the chart. Shane Haas just missing that top 5. Looks like Roderick Norman right now looking to be the last one. Landon, thank you for the heart. Me appreciate that. Looking to be the last one. Our first one in the heat races here tonight, looking to be the pole in heat race number 1. As here comes Asher. Where's he going to put that thing? Just barely making it to the line to get a quick lap in. Asher goes third quick with a 46.839. That's going to push Adam out of that top 5. He is going to be starting on the pole here in heat race number 1 as we get ready for tonight's main event. Yeah, you need to go back and watch it, Robert. I suggest watching it on YouTube. It's always the best place to watch it go. It was amazing. The finish was amazing between Bowers and Moody. It was a typical Bowers-Moody finish. All right, let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Top 8 going to transfer through. It is going to be Adam Tan. I don't know how to say that. Starting on the pole here tonight, Shane Haas in second. Going to be Cole Cannon in the number 3 spot. Dustin German in 4th. Remington James going to start in the number 5 spot. Jonathan Fortin in the 6th. Going to be Ethan Bowers back in 7th. Matt Cook in 8th. Bill going to start in that number 9 spot. BJ Mitchell in 10th. Chance Allen in 11th. Going to be Sean McDermott in the number 12 spot. Yeah, I accidentally left the dirt one on from yesterday. Going to be Clint Sheehan in 13th. Joseph in 14th. Going to be Mason Gobick in the number 15 spot. Jonathan Hammond in 16th. And Jordan in 17th. Looks like Jordan is not going to grid up as they get ready for the starting. We'll see if Cole jumps there on the starting lineup. All right, we're going to get ready to roll off. Everybody's girded up. All right, guys, just a reminder, this start will be on green. Do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. Obviously, if somebody misses a shift or fucks up, use your discretion there, but do not sit back to jump out of line. Have fun. Thank you for the heart, me bandit. Appreciate that. Yeah, 12 cars was probably a good number for that track. Houston's is a small track. It was a good race. Somebody, let me put it this way. Somebody in the chat put, why is an iRacing race the best race I've seen all year? That's saying a lot considering the year's almost over. All right, looking for the green flag as they come down the back straightaway. Who's it going to be here tonight in heat race number 1? Bandit says he's saying a lot, but he agrees. Yeah, you got to go watch that, Robert. Promise you, it is worth the watch. All right, we got him set up into turn at number 3 and 4. Adam and Shane Haas on that front row looking for the green flag. This time by going to be 5 laps here in heat race number 1. No caution flags. If they wreck, well, go get that fast repair, get back out there. They might wreck again. We've seen it before where people have been able to sneak in after getting in a wreck because they don't know how to calm down up at the front. Let me know in the chat. Do you got a favorite here in heat race number 1? We got some dirt guys in here. We got Bowers in here, Remington in here. If you guys are some dirt fans. As they come down the front straightaway, pace car is in. Looking for that green flag this time by. Green flag is out as they all start down the front straightaway looking for the line. Adam's going to get a little bit of an edge. Shane has some help behind him. It looks like it's Dustin German on the back of Shane Haas's bumper as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Shane going to get down in the bottom as they stick through turn number 1 and 2. Let's see what the rest of the field is able to do. Everybody pretty calm right now as they come out of turn number 2, getting it up to speed. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Shane Haas up on that high side. Adam down on the bottom. Shane with the advantage into turn number 3 and 4. They're getting a little edgy back here in the back of the pack as they are beating doors a little bit as they get a little wobbly. One up to the track, almost wrecking out of turn number 4. That is the 34. of Jonathan. Oh, we got two wrecking down on the bottom. Mason Gobick, Chance Allen, and Jonathan Hammond. Oh my God, big wrecks down the front straightaway. Those were violent. Is there three wide? Oh, hard into the wall. Oh, we got a couple wrecking in turn number 1 and 2. Oh, they are still wrecking as they come out of turn number 2. Clint Sheehan going to wreck out of nowhere in that number 69 as we got a breakaway up at the front. Let's see who is in 8th. So Joseph still within striking distance as we get a couple crashes here, breaking this pack down to 9 cars as Shane Haas leads the way. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. They're wrecking. Oh, we got a wreck down the front straightaway. 2 of them into the outside wall. That's going to be big trouble for this lead pack. Oh, that means somebody. Telling you, if you're on pit road, get out there. They just wreck some more. Down the back straightaway. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3 cars seriously damaged. So 7 cars in one piece right now. Yep. Bandit, thank you for the fest pop. Appreciate that as they come out of turn number 4. Battle going to be for the lead as BJ Mitchell leads the way down the front straightaway. Here comes the 3 of Ethan Bowers. He's going to dig to the outside, grabs the lead heading into turn number 1 and 2. Jumps down to the bottom. Ethan Bowers out front now as they are side by side behind him with 3 laps complete, 2 laps to go. Beer's ready for some racing. What's up, Barry? Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Shane Haas leading the way. Here comes the 33 of BJ Mitchell, the 11 of Remington James up on the high side. They almost get together. Ethan Bowers going to back out as they come out of turn number 4. These guys are locked in. How bad do they want the win? Will they take the chance as they come out of turn number 4? It's going to be white flag in the air. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Adam's going to limp that thing away and try and take that final transfer spot into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side up at the front as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway is going to be side by side. Shane Haas on the bottom. BJ Mitchell down low as they drag race down the back straightaway. Top lane is very, very organized as they head into turn number 3. Shane Haas with the advantage. 11 of, Remington hard into the wall. I think Remington might be okay. He might still make it as we got a battle for the lead. Drag race 3 wide. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Shane Haas with the edge. He's going to have the lead. Coming down to the line. Shane Haas going to lead win heat race number 1. BJ Mitchell, Bill Prisco, Jonathan Fortin, Ethan Bowers, Jonathan Manella. Remington James, I think, is going to come across. Oh, I don't know. This might be close. I think Remington does have the spot to be able to get it as Adam just needs to cross the line in the number 86 to make it in. He is not. No, he's not. We always joke around that it's his uncle, though. Bobby, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that follow. All Adam has to do is cross the line. Look at that. Adam's going to limp it across and transfer in. Right fronts are overrated, right, Adam? All right, so Adam gonna take it into tonight's feature. Remington James makes it, and we are going into heat race number 2 as these guys are gonna get lined up. It is gonna be Roderick Norman starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2. Austin McCarthy in second. Going to be Jared Gotch in the number 3 spot. Shane Haas in 4th. Going to be Jonathan Burt in 5th here tonight. Bill Sleep in 6th. Brady Gotch in 7th. David Mayo going to be in that number 8 spot. Matt Healy in 9th. Fireball in 10th. Going to be Mark Thrash in the number 11 spot. Christopher Harper in 12th. Then rounding out the rest of the field is going to be Bill the Magnet Watkins in 13th, Elliot Jacobson in 14th, Chad Thompson 15th, Ricky Wentworth in 16th, and Dustin Martin, if he's there, he is not in that number 17 spot. Looks like we got 13 cars going for 8 positions. All right, just a fresh reminder, this start will be on green. There are only 13 of you in this one because looks like unless somebody starts from the pits, 4 cars did not grid up. Top 8 transfer through. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag here in heat race number 2. Looks like we are a little top heavy over there. There's an LCQ, top 5 from the LCQ. I've been fighting a cold the last couple days. As these guys come down the back straightaway, it's going to be Jared Gotch and Austin McCarthy on that front row. Jared's going to gain a couple spots because a couple of people did not grid up that qualified up towards the front. As we are going to look for the green flag this time by. Who's it going to be here tonight? 5 laps, 13 cars, 8 transfer through. We're sending 5 off to the LCQ as they come out of turn number 4. Get on your feet and get ready for some racing as they are lined up down the front straightaway looking for that green flag. Heading into the restart zone, green flag will fly right around in that zone. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be side by side up at the front. Austin with the edge heading for turn number 1 and 2. These guys going to jockey for position a little bit further back. 5 laps here. Plenty of time to make moves on this big track as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Jared Gotch going to lead the way down on the inside. Jonathan Burt just behind him, going to push him down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Should have made a overflow. Moody Racing, thank you for the follow. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, going to be Jared Gotch leading the way. Jared going to lead that way on the inside out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Here comes McCarthy with the run and help behind him as they head for the line. Shane Weatherington give him a push up out of the lane. McCarthy going to hold on. He's going to lead that time by. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Gotch going to roll down on the bottom as McCarthy continues to roll the top side. Weatherington is going to be awfully aggressive with that push. McCarthy just has to hold on, but maybe Weatherington looking to make it 3 wide. He is going to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway. Weatherington up to the high side as they head for turn number 3 and 4. McCarthy going to back out as Bill Sleep going to follow Weatherington, but gets up into the wall in turn number 3. That's going to cost him a bunch of spots as they come out of turn number 4. Oh, Bill Sleep's going to have to regroup, fall back to that number 13 spot as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be Jared Gotch continuing to lead Burt in second. Brady Gotch up to third. Brady going to jump up to the high side. Up high on Jonathan as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Will the Gotches try to work together either by following each other or racing side by side? Weatherington doesn't care. He's going to take every run, takes them 3 wide down the back straightaway. Weatherington going to get the run up on the high side as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Those two, the top lane is starting to fade. Both the top lanes as they come out of turn number 4. The 73 of Matt Healy. He's going to go to the outside. And Brady Gotch has no choice but to push as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, coming to the line. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Here comes Healy up high as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Healy going to have the advantage heading into turn number 1 and 2. Jared Gottsch going to fight back. He has had Jonathan Burt all over the back of him as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Able to be loyal, able to protect that bottom as they are going to shuffle Healy out. Here comes the number 12 of Brady Gottsch as they head into turn number 3. Per Gottsch is on that front row as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Brady gets loose, breaks loose to 73 in the wall. Weatherington in the wall. Big wreck in turn number 3 and 4. A lot of good cars caught up in that one as Weatherington's going to take the slide down the front straightaway on the lid as these guys take it single file. That's going to move Bill Sleep and Watkins into the feature. Mark Thrash has fallen way back and missing that right front. Oh, Mark Thrash caught up in that one as these guys jockey for position. Fireball in that number 7 spot. Watkins willing to give it to him, knowing, hey, if I just tag along, I'm going to make this feature here tonight. Up at the front, locked in or not, they are locked in for the win here as Jared Gottsch leads the way, but Burt was looking to the outside. Here comes McCarthy down on the bottom, rolling through turn number 3 and 4. He's going to slide up underneath Gottsch. Gottsch going to try to make the block. They're touching. They wreck out it down the front straightaway. That is going to be David Mayo and McCarthy hard into the outside wall. Burt's going to take the win. Gottsch in second. Bill Sleep in third. Wentworth in fourth. Fireball. Bill Watkins. David Mayo flips across. Elliot Jacobson make it in. Austin McCarthy, Mark Thrash, Brady Gottsch, Healy, Weatherington, all going to the Conti. Yeah. Bill Sleep rocked it, got up to third as Jonathan Burt takes the win in the heat. That's a hell of a celebration, Jonathan. All right, what a wild one as we get ready for the LCQ. Top 5 going to transfer through. Let's go ahead and stack them up. Yeah, top 5 from here. Top 5 from here. All right, it is going to be Cole Cannon starting on the pole here tonight in the LCQ. Mark Thrash in second. Going to be Chance Allen in the number 3 spot. Brady Gottsch in fourth. Mason Gobick going to be in fifth. Matt Healy in sixth. McDermott in seventh. Going to be McCarthy in the number 8 spot. German in ninth. Weatherington in 10th. Going to be Matt Cook in the number 11 spot. Roderick Norman is not going to be here. In the number 12 position, Clint Sheehan in 13th, and I think that's going to be it. So it's going to be 11 cars going for 5 spots as they roll off the starting line. Just a reminder, this start will be on green. 11 cars, 5 spots, 6 laps. All right, ready for the LCQ. Can Mark Thrash be our B main warrior? Watch the number 12 of Brady Gottsch. He made a little mistake, got sideways. Don't know if there was contact there, but got wrecked in heat race number 2. He had some speed. Look for him to be a contender here tonight, and we got a couple good ones in the back. Weatherington should move up through the field. Gobick has been solid lately. Watch for him as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Let's see. Can Clint Sheehan sneak his way through? If these guys get together, Clint could potentially sneak through here tonight, but this car, awfully hard to avoid these wrecks. Not a lot of room for error in these 87s as they come down the back straightaway looking for the green flag. Who's your pick in the LCQ? Anybody got a pick? Let me know. McCarthy was quick. Watch for him. He got caught up with Bill Sleep. With David Mayo. David Mayo and Bill Sleep both making the feature here tonight. That's awesome. Watch for McCarthy to come up through. This is going to be a hard one to make it in. I mean, we got a lot of good cars here. If 73 was quick, I mean, a lot of good cars here as they come down the front straightaway looking for that green flag. 6 laps here in the LCQ. Top 5 transfer through as they look for the restart zone where that green flag will wave. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Man, Clint, you need to be moving forward. You're at the back of the pack. As they come for the start finish line down into turn number 1 and 2. The 801 of Cole Cannon going to try to roll the bottom. Mark Thrash has help. He's got Brady Gotch behind him as they're going to be 3 wide for 4th into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes the 73 of Matt Healy down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Healy going to get down in line as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Side by side for that number 2 spot as the 801 of Cannon continues to lead. Brady Gotch in second. Mark Thrash left up hanging, falling back to the number 5 spot, and he doesn't have help for a while. This could be problems for Mark Thrash. AI, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that as they come down the front straightaway, taking it 3 wide back there in the back. Down into turn number 1 and 2. A little bit of a bobble there out of the number 51 of Chance Allen. Down into 1 and 2. Mark Thrash trying to hold on to the number 5 spot. Healy trying to take it away from him. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Wag. Go Mark. Yeah, Mark needs to do some work up there on the top side as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side. Mark Thrash holding strong on the outside. He's got Weatherington behind him. That could be a good thing. Weatherington, if he gets on that back bumper, the number the number 38 machine as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Mark Thrash now moving back forward. Mason Gobic trying to protect himself down on that inside in the number 27, being pretty smart there, rolling through turn number 1 and 2. All right. Yeah, I like Thrash is a regular as Clint Sheehan hits the wall all by himself at the back of the pack. Oh, they're trying to stick it up 2 and 3 wide in the back. They're 2 wide all the way through as McCarthy tries to get up underneath the 27 of Gobic. The 73 of Healy has jumped back up on the outside as they come out of turn number 4, trying to race his way up into the number 5 position as we are halfway through. Oh, Weatherington wrecking, big wreck through the trial of Mark Thrash goes to the point. Oh, no, they are still wrecking. Oh, back up into the number 5 spot is Mason Gobic as Weatherington tries to reel him in as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Can Weatherington catch this pack and make it a battle for that number 5 spot, the final transfer spot? Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be single file for the leaders. They all seem pretty content with making it. Oh, I don't know what I just did. Oh, I just moved my Facebook. All right, I lost my Facebook somewhere. As they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, big bobble there. Oh, he was able to hold on to it. And these guys catching the lead pack. That was Dustin German in the number 28 machine. Had a big save there. Weatherington trying to reel these guys in. Here comes the 51 of Allen as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as it's going to be Cannon leading the way. Mark Thrash, nope, not looking low as the top 5 are now nose to tail. White flag is out. Don't hit a Matthew, bros. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Mark looking high, looking low. They're racing side by side down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Going to be Cannon leading the way. Mason Gobick in second. No, Mark Thrash in second. Big bobble Mason into the wall for Mason. He's going to go around. Weatherington's going to take the final transfer spot. Maybe Chance Allen just behind him. Cannon, who's going to win? Who's going to win? They're 3 wide. Cannon with the win. Who's going to get the final transfer spot? Weatherington with the final transfer spot. What a crazy finish here tonight as we get ready for tonight's feature. All right, guys, we're going to get a 3-minute warm-up here. Use it as you want. I don't care if you want to wreck each other, do donuts, do some laps, whatever. You got 3 minutes to do whatever except get DQ'd. All right, so... Oh, God. Bowers is thanking Wallace Moody for the tire prep as we are going to get into the warm-up 3 minutes and then getting into tonight's feature. Thrash did transfer, yes. All right, so we are going to re-rack them, restack them here in a little bit for a 30-lap main event, 26 cars. Yeah, don't go in reverse. Don't like go backwards around the track. You can go in reverse around the track the right direction, but don't get DQ'd. All right, so Moody going to lead the way out here. Oh, no, he gets into Jonathan Burt. They are real people racing, yes. It is iRacing. That was a fun concy. Except for Haley. Wasn't fun for him.
All right, James, we need a league with you on dirt.
We've done them on dirt before. All right, so we do have a couple guys out there doing a couple laps, dodging people. Ethan Bowers got it in reverse. What's that? Yeah, that was wild. I didn't know what to watch. It was a great race for the lead and a great race for the transfer spot.
The checker, all 5 of them are going to be in.
I think it was just a little bobble. All right.
Got a little loose there.
All right, Joseph, I didn't even do that, man. Sorry.
All right, guys, we are just about done with the warm-up. We're going to get ready for tonight's main... Oh, my God. Well, Moody, I got there at the same time you did. All right, so Shane Haas. And then, oh, God, they're blocking the track. Oh, how are you guys going to handle this? Wow, that was crazy. All right, so this is always the fun part. You get a little bit of the stupid out of your system now. Hopefully helps the feature. And hell, it's just fun as we are going to get ready for tonight's main event. All right, they're getting out on the track. James Stats finally survived. Man, James, you've been struggling a little bit to make these here lately. It's been rough for you. So at least this time it was easy.
I didn't have the mental capacity to go deal with heat and get taken out like the last couple of weeks, man.
Yeah, it's good to see you made it the easy way. All right, it is going to be James Stats on the pole here tonight. Rob Haynes in second. Going to be Asher Hansen in that number 3 spot. Brian Beach in 4th. Going to be Landon Moody in the number 5 spot. Shane Haas in 6th. Jonathan Burke going to start in that number 7 spot. Going to be BJ Mitchell in 8th. Jared Gotch in 9th. Bill Prisco in 10th. Going to be Bill Sleep in the number 11 spot. Jonathan Fortin in 12th. Going to be Fireball in that number 13 spot. Ethan Bowers in 14th. Ricky Wentworth in 15th. Going to be Joseph in the number 16 spot. Bill Watkins in 17th. Adam Tahan in that number 18 spot. David Mayo in 19th. Remington James in a 20th. Going to be Elliot Jacobson in 21st. Cole Cannon in 22nd. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight is going to be Brady Gotch in 23rd, Mark Thrash 24th, Dustin German 25th, and Shane Weatherington in that number 26 spot. As they look for 30 laps here tonight, just made the feature. Yeah, that's wild, right? All right, guys, just a reminder, this start will be on green. Every other restart after this will be on leader. Keep it above that double yellow line. No passing before the start-finish line on the restart unless necessary. Other than that, guys, let's have some fun. Remember, if you do go a lap down, when the caution does come out, just take your lap back. Yeah, 26 cars. Also, remember, I will be moving some of you guys over into the league, and we might be separating this a little bit with an open hosted and then a league race, running the open hosted before this. So we're keeping an eye on people that we want to bring over to the league. All right, so okay, I hurt my groin. Thank you for the follow. You own Max Speed TV. As they come through turn number 3 and 4, it is side by side. Who's it going to be here tonight? "26 cars down the front straightaway as they all pull, as the pace car pulls onto pit road, stacked up 2 by 2, looking for that green flag. Who's it going to be here tonight as James Stats and Ryan Haynes bring him to the green flag? Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Robert going to have the advantage on the outside as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Stats gonna roll back on the inside as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Not yet anyway. As they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Brian Beach gonna move up into that top lane in that number 18, trying to roll up towards the front. Can't quite get there yet, as he's got his BFF Shane Haas behind him as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, going to be Robert Haynes leading the way. Stats going to stay in his win stream. Here comes Brian Beach looking to the outside. And Asher Hansen to the bottom in the number 20 as Asher is going to lead lap number 1. 3 wide up at the front of the field, side by side, all the way through this pack. It is getting a little wonky here. We're going to keep it lean and green so far as they come out of turn number 2. What happened to Bill and Thrash? I have no idea what happened to Bill and Thrash. Oh, I don't know. Well, Bill and Fireball did not grid up. Thrash might have started on pit road, maybe. As they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway. Remington having issues in the back. Just a couple cars back there getting together. Just get it going, guys. If you need your fast prepare, get it. We will get you back on the lead lap. It was just a couple cars back there. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Big bobble out of Asher Hansen. He had his hands full, able to hold on to it through turn number 1 and 2. He's got Moody on the outside as we got one looking even higher as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Who is that up on the outside? That is Robert Haynes, was thinking about 3 wide in that 199. Through turn number 3 and 4. Oh, they touch as Asher blinks out as Jonathan Burt trying to get up all the... Oh, he turned him. We got a wreck in the triangle. The big one down the front straightaway. Oh, no, the field dies. We got one tumbling. That is Weatherington. Shane Haas going to get... Oh, my God, the 33 at BJ did not lift as we get the first one here tonight down the front straightaway. Remember, they only got one faster pair. That was a lot of cars caught up in that one. All right, let's go on and look with Asher. Where is Asher? There he is. We're going to take... I'm looking at it now. No, you kind of drove through them. He just gets into the back of him. Barely. It was close. It almost... Let's see. I'm trying to get a good view of this. All right, let's see if I can find a good view of this. Man, it just doesn't want to give it to me, does it? Let's see. I think they actually did get together. Bert's going to turn them, and Asher is going to die in front of the rest of the field. Big wreck here tonight. He's going to tumble. They're going to all collect. Moody gets caught up in that. A lot of cars. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know. Half the field anyway. Caught up in this one here tonight as we get the first big wreck here tonight early on in this one. Oh, Jonathan, you got called Captain Hook in the chat. Yeah, flipping out for Wendy's. If you took a lap here, it is going to tell you to let people by. Mm-hmm. You know what? Captain Hook got Peter Pan.
I swear I did like 20 flips in that, like, that crash.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. All right, we should get that one to go this time by as they come down the front straight. We're going to be Jonathan Burt leading the way. We got more cars coming around. Remington getting those laps back. He is going to get back on the lead lap just in time here as they stack him up 2 by 2. He's going to catch up to the field. Should be a wild one here tonight. Looks like Bill Watkins is on pit road or done. Shane Haas is done. Jared Gotch is done. Weatherington, well, they're on pit road. They're probably telling they're going to need to get some laps back on the next caution. Why do you keep putting a cock on my screen, Demon? Leave your rooster emojis to yourself. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2 as Jonathan Burke going to lead the field. Remember, Jonathan, this start is on you. Yeah, I'll have to clear you guys again when you go into 1 and 2. So if you do get a black flag, if by the time you come out of turn 2, I haven't cleared it, remind me. All right, Burt on that front row. Fortin in second, just above him as they come down the back straightaway. Who's in that second row? I don't know those guys. We're going to see how they roll. I know they don't have very good dirt iRatings. You know, it's crazy because I'm sitting here looking at I'm like all these iRatings because I have the dirt iRating on because I forgot to change it. I'm looking at everybody, and then all of a sudden you see Ethan Bowers with an 8612 iRating, Moody with a 5109. Remington kind of sucks. He's only got a 2500. My bad if I misspoke. All right, looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway. Looking for that green flag. 2 by 2, green flag is out. So it looks like a couple of those guys did get back on. The only one that didn't is going to be Bill Watkins as they head for turn at number 1 and 2. Oh, they're wrecking down at the bottom. We're going to leave them go as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Jonathan Burt continuing to lead the way through turn number 1 and 2. No caution flag for the 2 cars, just a couple of them. They will get caught back up. Probably not happy with each other, but hey, it is what it is as they head for turn number 3. The field has caught back up to Jonathan Burt as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Jonathan in that number 34 on the high side. We're going to have a pair of Jonathans up at the front battling for the lead here pretty soon as they come through the tri-oval. It is getting crazy back here in the pack as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Back in the pack, it is going to be the 29 of Ricky Wentworth ringing up the rear of this pack. In that number 18 spot, Adam and Dusty now way back. Weatherington and a few lap cars up in the mix as we move back up to the front. Going to be Jonathan Burt leading the way. Burt going to lead the way into turn number 1 and 2. He's got the 34 of Jonathan Fortin up on the high side. Oh, Brady almost gave the door to Mark Thrash. All right. You got Remington, you know the rules. Keep it going. I'm not going to listen to it. This is it. Back up to the front as they come out of turn at number 2. Oh, we got one spinning. It is going to be a big enough wreck. Let's go ahead and throw that caution flag. Got a couple wrecks out there. We're going to... Oh, that's going to be that to Asher's Knight. He's got no more fast repairs. All right, let's move it back just a little bit more. Oh, that was 100% on the... All right, so James, that had nothing to do with you. That was the 39 was blinking under you, and you guys net coded it, and then he appeared. How did we do this? Oh my God. He was trying to get his lap back, and everybody was up high, and they were supposed to be down by the yellow line to let the lap cars get around. Yeah, he came up quick, and there was a couple cars up in the top lane, and he tried to brake, and these things don't like to brake. He thought he was going to have the high side to run. All right, so we got a wreck under caution here as Shane Haas gets into the back of the cars that didn't. Yeah, that ended fast. That sucked. All right, we got him into turn number 1 and 2. We're going to see if we get that green flag pretty quick. We got a couple guys down on pit road. James Stats, Robert Haynes, Brian Beach, Adam, David Mayo, Mark Thrash, all on pit road. Damaged tires, whatever they feel they need. Tires will make a difference here tonight. As they come out of turn number 2, should be 1 to go next time by. All right, this is going to be interesting as we have thinned out the field a little bit here. I think that is the end of the night for Shane Haas, unfortunately. S, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right. Have I gotten other follows? We got Jayhawk with a follow over on Twitch. I don't know. It doesn't show me who's following me new over on YouTube, and I lost my Facebook page somewhere. I don't know where I put it. All right, so these guys are going to roll through the corner. Should get that 1 to go this time by. Tyler, thank you for the follow. As they come out of turn number 4, should be 1 to go this time by. Jonathan Burt leading the way in the 666, looking to take a victory here tonight. He's got Joseph behind him. He's got Fortin behind him. Brady Gotch, Ethan Bowers, your top 5. And look at this. Bill Sleep just on the outside looking in that number 6 position here tonight. It doesn't look like it. Everybody that's on the track is on the same lap now. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2 looking for the green flag. Is this the last race? Yeah, this is the only one tonight. I usually don't do the next gens. I don't know. All right, look where your thing tells you to go, guys. All right, we got him rolling into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Jonathan Burt on the inside. If you are at the back of the pack and it's a couple cars just on the bottom side, you guys can stack them up 2 by 2 in the back if you want. As they come through turn number 3 and 4, going to be Joseph leading the way here tonight. Or not Joseph, Jonathan leading the way. Joseph to his outside as they come down the front straightaway. Pace car going to pull off. Can we get a green flag run here? 2 cautions in pretty early. The field has thinned out. I'm going to clear it when you guys go into 1. As we come down the front straightaway, green flag is out there already wrecking. I'm just going to let it go. That was dumb. Green flag into turn number 1 and 2. Joseph going to lead the way. As they come out of turn number 2, let's go take a look and see what exactly happened there. Oh, they got sandwiched. He got sandwiched in the middle. All right, back up to the front. Joseph leads the way. Brady in second as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Back up to the front, side by side. 34 has been there all night long here so far. Jonathan Fortin in that number 34 machine trying to dig all up high by himself. Now he's got help coming. Here comes Bill Sleep and Landon Moody. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be side by side for that number 2 spot. It's going to be Joseph leading the way as they come out of turn number 2. Topside trying to form as the rest of the pack is closing back in. Down the front straightaway. Was that Remington doing some blocking back there in the number 11 as they head into turn at number 3 and 4? It was Remington as they come out of turn number 4. He is dropping back to this pack. As we come down the back straightaway, we got a couple guys caught up in the back from that incident down the front straightaway. We're going to keep it lean and green right now. We will probably get another one, but we are only 14 laps into this 30-lap event. Side by side up at the front as they come out of turn number 2. Here comes, they're going to bang the wall. Bill Sleep goes around. Oh, no, Bill goes around. Oh, he is tumbling, and he is in a motion rig. Oh, my God. All I could do is picture Bill flopping around like he's riding a bull on that motion rig. Up at the front, Joseph going to lead the way. Brady Gotcha in second. Jonathan Burt in third. Bauer's going to push up the track. Opens the door for James Stats. Here comes Landon Moody up underneath as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Jockey and bold moves down the back straightaway. Oh, they touch the 3. Hard into the wall. Hard in the wall for Bauer. All right, so Bauer's going to get caught up in this one. Let's take this. All right. This is the last warning for everyone. One and done. Yeah. Oh, he just ran him over. Oh, poor Remington. I think he is out of fast repairs. Big damage on those cars as we get the caution flag here once again. It's the same thing as running your mouth. All right, going to be Joseph leading the way as they come to the start finish line. It is going to be, oh, what are we going to get? Oh, 17, like 11 laps to go when they take the green flag. Everybody down on pit road. Let's see who takes 2, who takes 4. What do you guys think? Everybody take 4 here? We know a couple of these guys have already pitted not too long ago. Some of these guys might only take 2, especially the ones that were further back in the pack. And it looks like the 801 is going to take only 2. Jared Gotch comes out. Yeah, so those guys only took 2. Cole going to take the lead. Jared Gotch in second. Joseph, Rob, Brady, Burt, Stats, Beach, Weatherington, Fortin, your top 10. Those guys were up at the front. No, I get he fucked up. I just had to do something. You know that. I already tried to get you guys to stop, and you kept it going. But yes, he should have lifted. You are not wrong. All right, we are coming down the back straightaway. It is going to be Cole Cannon out front, Jared Gotch, Joseph, Robert Haynes, and Brady Gotch. Your top 5. Looking for the green flag. Probably should be one left hand designs. Thank you for the follow. When it looks like one big word, sometimes it's hard to break down. All right, they should get that one to go this time by. Landon Moody coming off of pit road. Not sure if he had some damage. All right. So we're going to come across the line. Let's see if they, yep, lights go off. They stack them up. Looking for the green flag this time by. We have 15 cars left out on the track. 15 cars. Can we run the next 11 laps? Green flag. We're going to find out here pretty quickly. All right, let me go find that. There we go. It's telling me I was inactive on TikTok. Yo, what's up, Kenny? He's fine. He ain't even mad at me, I'm sure. He knew I had to do something. As we got him stacked up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag. Landon Moody going to catch the back of the field. Stack them up 2 by 2. Mark Thrash is still in this one. Mayo's in it. Moody, we could see those 3 possibly get together and work their way to the front. We got both Gotches up at the front. That could be interesting. Weatherington up there in the middle. Brian Beach, he is definitely one to watch. As they head through turn number 3 and 4. These pace laps take so long. I've run out of things to say as we come out of turn number 4. Oh, pace laps are so brutal. All right, so pace car going to pull in out of turn number 4. Who's your pick? Do you think we can do 11 more laps without the caution flag? Let me know in the chat. D-Class, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Pace car is in. Pace car is in. Green flag is out. Cole Cannon on the gas as they look for the green flag and come across the line. 845 Ghost, thank you for the follow. Down into turn number 1 and 2, top lane. Jared Gotch going to have a little bit of an edge. He's got Robert Haynes behind him. Robert definitely has some speed here tonight. Hell no. Hell no, he says. Not with Cole. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Jared continues to lead the way up on the high side. So I think these guys only took 2 tires. Let me go take a look at those pit times to verify that. Yeah, those guys up at the front, those top 2, only taking 2 tires here tonight. We will see if that makes a difference as they come to the line. It is going to be 10 laps to go. Yeah, Clint's like leading by a lot. You're kidding. Only if you don't throw it. Yeah, there won't be a caution if I don't throw it. Heading through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Mark Thrash looking for the third lane. Ooh, little bit of bobbles up at the front. Banging doors. Able to keep it straight down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3. Going to be 3 wide up at the front for the lead as Jonathan Burt took that top lane. It is going to be Cole out by himself. They're 3 wide heading through turn number 1, 3, and 4. Down the front straightaway, Cole going to lead the way. Might be a sitting duck right now. He's got 3 lanes of cars heading towards him fast as he comes down the front straightaway. Here comes Gotch with a big run. He's going to lead that time by 9 laps to go. Gotch going to roll back down to the bottom. Here comes Haynes to the high side. Haynes stays up high as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Now remember Adam in that number 86 machine. He got caught up early, was caught behind for a while. He has made his way back up to the front as they head for turn number 3. Robert going to lead that top lane. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Can they take the lead from him as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway? Sometimes that top lane gets a ton of momentum as it slingshots out of turn number 4. Top lane is pushing. Here comes Weatherington in the third lane. Weatherton going to jump up to the outside. He's got help coming from behind from James Stats. They're going to be 3 wide for the lead into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes the top lane. Weatherton wants to lead this thing here tonight up on the high side in that number 2 machine as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, 3 wide, looking for turn number 3. Moody the Sheep now. Yeah, right. Down up at the front. They're going to stick Haynes in the sucker hole as they split him. Oh, we got him spinning. Big wreck into turn number 3 and 4. Man, he was halfway inside the man. I think he was just pushing him. A little bit of a stack up. He gets sideways and just did not get out of him. Did it take out a bunch of cars in turn number 3 and 4. Bill Beach goes for a ride in that number 18. The 301 hard into the outside wall as we get the caution once again here tonight as Weatherington leads the way. Jared Gotch, James Stats, Mark Thrash, Adam Moody, Mayo, Cannon, and Burt in this front pack. It looks like Jonathan Burt? No. Landon Moody with a bunch of damage on that number 84. Making junk. Yeah, definitely slid in there, Kenny. Look at the damage on that machine. Juice Man, thank you for the follow. Landon Moody out here with a broken nose. Toughing it out. He's going to hit pit road this time. We got a pair of Marlboro cars looking pretty fast back here, or up here at the front of the pack. Watch for those guys that make big moves. Moody's going to come down on pit road. We're going to follow Moody. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if he's got a fast repair. Oh, let's see if Moody's got... Oh, my God. He almost killed Mark. I have a file. I don't know if it's an AI file. So Moody does have a fast repair. All right. So these guys out on the track should get the one to go next time by probably a 4-lap shootout here tonight. I'll get it to you, though. I can't remember if it's an AI. It's the same type of an editable file, whichever one it is I got. It might be an AI file. Not the way. Oh, you got caught up in that too? You had a good run to go, and you were fast all night. The field has thinned out. David Mayo on pit road. Jonathan Burt coming off of pit road. Jonathan's got a ton of damage. Hey, Jonathan Burt. I can see your gas tank.
What'd you say?
I can see your gas tank. I can see all the junk in your trunk.
So hot.
We're looking up the skirt of Jonathan Burt now as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Weatherington leading the way. This field has thinned out a lot. Mayo looks like he's got a little bit of damage, but he might be okay. Moody, do it for Clint, he says. Do it for Clint. You were doing good. Just blame it on Moody. All right, we're going to stack them up 2 by 2. It is going to be a 4-lap shootout here. Were you watching the video when I said that? Oh, Jonathan Burt is looking pretty good. I said we were looking up your skirt when we were following behind you. He's up here. There's Mark. Oh, what happened to Mark's fault? Oh, it's always Mark's fault. Yeah, you guys can fill in the back if you want. You don't have to. Well, Jonathan Burt is always waiting and willing.
I am free and available. Probably dinner first. Pre-lubed, or you gotta do the work yourself?
Oh, we got great conversations going.
Are you lazy or?
No one killed Kenny. That's a good day. Yeah,
I'll break this stuff. You're
retired from WOOT. Yeah, you get killed every WOOT.
10-4.
All right, we are looking for the green flag as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Weatherington is going to lead them to the green flag. Jared Gotch outside of him. Remember, Shane, this one is on you. Weatherington going to lead the way down the front straightaway. When will he fire off? Captain Hook, Karma's a bitch. Oof. As they look for the green flag is out. Green flag is out as Weatherington going to get a phenomenal jump. He's going to bring James Stats with him. We're a fifth of the way to a carton of Marlboros into turn number 1 and 2. Well, all right. Down through turn number 1 and 2, going to be single file for the top 5, 6 right now. Now it's going to be side by side as Moody jumps to the outside as they head for turn number 3. Thrash going to move up high, makes it into the third lane down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Moody going to fight hard on the outside of Shane Weatherington, looking for the line this time by big run for Moody down the front straightaway. Going to be 3 laps to go when they hit the line this time by. Here comes 3 laps to go. Who's it going to be at the line? Weatherington at the line as they race for turn number 1 and 2. Moody going to fight back on the outside. He's got the thrash can behind him as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, Moody's going to try to grab some of that side draft, pull his side forward down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Mark Thrash going to be all over the back of Moody, looking for turn number 3 and 4. They both move down to the bottom, leaving Gotch up in that second lane all by himself as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Jared and Brady has help coming from behind. That is going to be Adam in that Chicks Hicks, number 86, down the front straightaway. Here comes Weatherington back to the outside. He's going to switch it up on Moody and Thrash. He's got help coming from behind. Here comes Jared Gotch. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side up at the front. Moody on the front, on the bottom. Weatherington up high as they come out of turn number 2. Top lane going to have the momentum heading for turn number 3. Big Bobble up at the front. They're going to keep it straight. Oh, Chick Hicks in the middle. That is going to be Adam snaking through the middle as he makes it in between Jared and Brady into turn number 3 and 4. Adam going to move down into the bottom lane as Weatherington leads the way. Moody's going to look high. Weatherington puts the block on him as we got lap traffic up ahead. It is going to be white flag. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Weatherington is working the whole track and lap traffic up ahead. Big bobble out of Weatherington. Here comes the thrash can up high. They're going to move below the lap car. They keep it straight out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Looking for that checkered flag this time by. Weatherington blocks the bottom. Moody goes to the top side. Weatherington looks high. Moody gets a bump from behind. Up the track. Here comes Jared Gotch. Gotch into him. Moody hard in the wall. Gotch in the wall. Oh, Jonathan getting wrecked back there. It's going to be a 3-car battle out of turn number 3. Here comes Adam down to the bottom. He's got Brady and Jared surrounding him as they come out of turn number 4. Oh, Weatherington to the outside. Adam's going to take the win. Weatherington, Brady, your top 3. I thought that was Brady, or Jared, but that was Weatherington. Good run for these guys as Adam takes the win here tonight in that number 86 machine. Yes, Moody definitely died. All right, phenomenal run here tonight. We're going to go through the results of the top 3 are in Discord. We will pull them in. I guess we're still waiting for somebody to cross the line here, maybe. That was a great race. What's up, Curtis? Who are we waiting on to cross the line? Oh, there it is. It finally gave me it. All right, 1/1000th of a second. Adam with the win. Shane Weatherington in second. Brady Gotch in third. Going to be James Stats in that number 4 spot. David Mayo in 5th. Joseph going to be 6th. Elliott in 7th. Jonathan Burt in 8th. Mark Thrash going to be in that number 9 spot. Landon Moody in 10th. Jared Gotch in 11th. Going to be Jonathan Fortin in that number 12 spot. Cole Cannon in 13th. Robert Haynes in 14th. Brian Beach going to be 15th. Ethan Bowers 16th. Ethan Bowers in 16th. Remington James in 17th. Bill Sleep in 18th. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, it is going to be Ricky Wentworth in 19th, BJ Mitchell 20th, Dustin in 21st, Asher 22nd, Shane Haas 23rd, And Bill Watkins 24th, and the last two did not grid up. Man, let's go look at that finish again real quick, and then we will pull in whoever's in the Discord. Look how close this is. Weatherington almost gets there. Almost gets there. So close, but so far. Nice. Yeah, he got wrecked at the end there, but yeah, good recovery. 6-6. Appreciate you, Robert. Appreciate you. We're going to see who's in the Discord. Well, wild one here tonight. Brady, you survive. Jared did not, as him and Moody got together. But great run here tonight. You got to be happy with your run. Just nowhere to go at the end there to try and take the win away.
Yep, it was a wild one going to the LCQ and damn near starting in last. Made my way up to the field through pit strategy on the start and to try to maintain it as well as getting fresh tires when needed. Was able to be up front towards the end. It was a good run.
Yeah, it was definitely some good racing. These things are hard to hold on to. We had a couple little incidents through the night, but nothing. I mean, a couple major ones, but a lot of little tiny issues. Not a bunch of big issues tonight, but navigating your way through those wrecks and trying to make your way to the front. How hard was it to avoid that trouble?
I mean, the first one was probably one of the easiest ones I've ever had to do because I allowed myself to drop out of the pack a good distance to allow that big wreck to happen and not have to worry about it. The rest of them was kind of sketchy at times because when they start wrecking and people aren't holding the brakes and they're bouncing off of each other, it starts to become a guessing game of where cars are going to be.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
I'd like to thank you for putting these on. It's a fun time to look forward to every single week. I'd like to thank Jared for getting on every Thursday night with me to get on and race with you guys. John's mom, Gotch Racing, Gotch Trucking.
Appreciate you, bud. Sorry, I was answering questions on the chat while I was talking to you, so I might have seemed a little. I was in mid thought when I asked you the last question there, but good run here tonight, Shane Weatherington. We don't get to see you quite as often anymore, but you made some noise tonight.
Yeah, I am indeed the one that started last. I'm just happy I got back up here after being towed for 5 minutes, but I'll take a good run.
Hold on, real quick. We're gonna get our winner in here, and hold on. I'm gonna give you the link here in a second. All right, there's the link for you. Man, you had to work for it here tonight. You took that lead and the caution flag came out. And I mean, it's always tough being the leader coming to the green flag, especially on a short run there, knowing there's a chance that on the white flag lap they're going to be pushing. But, pretty clean racing between you guys. They wrecked behind you. Well, they wrecked above you. You guys get a 3-car breakaway. You had to feel pretty confident, just not quite able to hold off the 86.
Yeah, I was just a little too out in front of Adam. I think if we were a little closer, I could have had more of a chance. But no, I really couldn't do anything. I'm not a guy that would wreck him for anything, but I mean, 1,000th of a finish is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. I got it up on the screen, and it is super close. You had to be wondering there, at one point Brady was looking high to make it 3 wide and then got in behind you. If he had tucked in a little bit behind you sooner, I mean, you probably would have gotten that one.
Yeah, I was yelling at Brady to hit me, but I mean, everybody's going for the checkered flag. I'm fine with it.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
You as always for putting these on. It's good to get back. Of course, Jonathan's mom, and and congrats to Adam on the win.
Yeah, he loves his pickles, right?
Yes, he does.
Oh, yeah.
Man, what a run here tonight. Got caught up early on. I'm assuming this is Adam, right?
Yeah.
Got caught up early on, had to avoid a lot of incidents coming back up through, and man, stole the victory away on that last lap there. Man, what a run out of the 86 tonight.
Yeah, it was really chaotic. This is one of the first races I ever did in this kind of like these races that you guys do. I do in last minute. And yeah, just on the final 5 laps, just I tried to go for the lead, then kind of got my tires too hot, fell back a little bit just to cool them down, and made a push on the final lap and just stuck through it. And I just faked the move to the outside off turn 4, and then went to the bottom, and that was the move for the win.
You know, you talk about something we don't think about a lot on these super speedways. I mean, other than when we run these and maybe the COT, I mean, you actually have to manage your car or manage your tires, make adjustments if you overdrive your car and heat up your tires. I mean, how different is that from your mindset from other Talladega races?
Yeah, so this car, you just no restrictor plates. You carry so much speed, and these cars are old cars, so they don't have as much downforce and modern technology to keep you planted in the corners. So you really just gotta, you gotta lift for the corners, kind of like a mile and a half in a way, just to make sure you're not pushing up the track, getting tight, just burning your stuff up, and it helps in the long run if you just can manage that.
Well, great run here tonight. Good to see you. Next week, we'll probably be going with a whole lot of downforce because I think we might be doing Indy cars at Dega next week. But good run. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I'd like to first thank my mom and my dad, obviously, and Burtech Waste Industries and Phil Cawthorn State Farm, Southern California. They helped me a lot with my real life racing, so they're helping me trying to push my dream to go race NASCAR. So, yep, just want to thank them.
Well, good run here tonight. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for putting on a show. I'm going to shut down the stream and good win.
Yep, thank you.
No problem. All right, guys, that is going to be it for tonight. Talking to Adam there with the win, as we are going to call it a night. We'll be back Monday night with the big block modifieds. Remember, we'll probably only be doing the one show because of the Pro Series. Don't forget to tune into that on the iRacing channels, on their socials, on Monday night after the big block modifieds here on my channel. And as always, until next time, guys, be safe and have a good night.